Is my vision hazy?
I'm not ready to record yet, so.
You're the next strawberry. I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. Cause you're the next strawberry. Yeah. I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. Yeah. Cause you're something like the summer, kinda like a hurricane, sweeping through the desert, hot Americana rain, falling wearing nothing but my Lauryn Hill shirt. It's kinda baggy on you, baby, but it worked. The AC hasn't worked in ages, I could probably read the label. Way too busy fucking on the counter or the coffee table. Am I hallucinating? Why do you look hella famous? Cause you're the next strawberry. I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. Cause you're the next strawberry. Yeah. I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. I wanna make every single moment for you great. Fly away to Cairo or LA. Girl, I want it, I don't wanna waste time. I wanna make, yeah, every single moment for you great. Yeah, fly away to Cairo or LA. Girl, I want it, I don't wanna waste time. Cause you're the next.
Who's watching me right now? It's late.
I want more. Yeah. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. You're the next strawberry, yeah. I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for.
Yeah, don't worry. If I can. Alright. I'm sitting down now because I'm being lazy. It's nerve-wracking that somebody's watching this, but whatever, I don't care. Oh, they went away. So this is for Amanda. Amanda, I miss you. Camille, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to tell you about my friend Amanda real quick. Also, this is her entire outfit, except for the headband is mine, and the earrings were a gift. This one might be hers, but it's the necklace that's, I hope this is yours, Amanda. Well, oh, Amanda gave me this. Anyway, my friend Amanda and I got into an argument in December. She blocked me on everything, and I think she forgot. And I miss her a lot. And I know that a lot of my haters, retards, watch my channel. So if somebody wants to pass this along to her, I would appreciate it. And you can just tell her that I stole all her clothes, or you can actually watch the video. I don't fucking care. But the reason I'm doing this is that I just walked in on my ex-boyfriend and another chick, and it was really awkward. And what was funny is, like, I had written a note for some reason, instead of like I don't know, like, as I was on my way out, I decided to write a note to bring with me in case I didn't feel like talking. And I actually brought my mace with me because I was like, a deer jumped out at me the other day, and so I was a little scared because I can walk to his house. I'm gonna call it a house. So I walk over, and the music was playing really loud, and I had done something for him that I don't normally do, it was anyway, I kind of gave him a lap dance, kind of ish. Anyway, but he was listening to that song, and I like, that fucked with my head really, really hard. And I walked back, and the whole way I was like, like it was a sigh of relief because like we'd been kind of broken up. But we like, can you just come over so we can fucking talk? I haven't seen my kids since October because Keith just won't respond to texts. Like somebody stole a ring that Dakota had given me and replaced it with something. So it was like very specific, and it was really bizarre the way that it happened. So like I kind of want to talk to you about that. The dude that I was seeing, like even with Dakota, I didn't feel this way. Like I've never wanted to get married ever. And like from Jump Street, I was like, I would marry him in a heartbeat. Like, and then he said the same thing to me, and it was kind of sweet, but also kind of like, do they know? Like, do they wake us up first and then like say? But like, he whispered in my ear while I was asleep, like, I want to make you my wife, and he did it several times, and like, I was totally like on board from the moment I heard it. And I'm not divorced yet, and like, I actually fucking like found somebody I thought was it. And he said to me a few times in the beginning of the relationship, like, thank you for loving me at my worst. And I don't know why he wouldn't give me the same courtesy. Hi, Leslie. What are you doing awake? You're awake when I do my stuff during the day too. You probably work swing shift too. Swing shift sucks. Like some nights, like I'm just up. And it's funny because the night man came over tonight after work, and I didn't even realize it was that late. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, oh yeah, I got going on Tuesday. And he's like, oh shit, you don't got much time. And I was like, I mean, it's Friday. And he's like, it's Sunday. I was like, oh shit. I'm good. How are you? I miss my best friend. And we were going to send out Christmas cards from the Green Oyster because we thought it was cute. The Green Oyster House, because her last name is Green and mine's Oyster. But so that was the Green Oyster crew. It's just me and her. I figured she'd get it. I figured she'd also stop watching as soon as she saw me wearing all of her clothes and like come over here and be like, bitch, you stole my clothes. I'd be like, bitch, you left them, so I put them on. No, I don't check them often on this channel. I check them on my other channels, but this one, people tend to be really cruel. So why did you ask me something or say something? You can ask me now. I have a few other channels. I can't remember the names for all of them, and one of them is going to be changing soon. I'll see if I can, I'll either comment it back to you right now and then delete it, or I'll message it to you. It's just there's one specific channel I don't want certain people knowing about. So I mean, they might find me, but I don't want them to know link through this. So it's my ex-husband. It's really not that big of a secret. Like, he's the one I don't want to know. Mostly because it's spiritual, and he literally used religion in court to get custody. My religious beliefs, which is really, our court system is spot on. So good. Anyway, the other one is Hunter Brainsby. I don't know if that's the name of it yet. I might have had Hunter Savage or something. Anyway, my girlfriend told me that was my stripper name because she did like the little, we were talking while I was getting ready to go out with her. And she said that was my stripper name, was Hunter Savage. I was like, okay. So, but that's not what it's about. It's, so Hunter Brainsby it's a children's channel, or it's going to be kind of children oriented, middle school age. I want to teach survival skills, but I also want to do it in a fun loving, middle school boy centered, which like the reason I like to center it towards that is that sorry, I just saw that another comment popped up and I want to finish this thought. They start talking, boys start like joking around about sex and stuff like that around that age. And I had a friend's son who was about that age, who he would always like say, "Oh, fuck," and like wait for somebody to be like, "You're not supposed to say that." And when he was with me, I was like, "Don't push it," but I don't care. Fuck, who cares? And he was like, "Oh, cool, I get to cuss around you." Anyway, so it was just fun, and he and I had a lot of fun. And I said I was going to write a book series for him, his brother, and his younger sister. And instead, I'm going to do a YouTube channel so he can watch it because I'm not allowed to see him right now because his mom's a stupid bitch. Okay. Oh, Kiki, do you love me, Gavinson? I fucking love your name. I forgot about you. I mean, I didn't forget about you. I always forget until I see it, and then I'm like, oh, I fucking love it. Can you show your outfit? Yes, I have Tourette's. I did a project on Tourette's in nursing school. That's why I'm a little bit. Okay, this is my outfit. Isn't it cute? And then I've got my stripper shoes on right now, which is why I'm too tall. Oh, they're so sexy. Anyway, it's a onesie. What are they called? Rompers? Rompers. It's a romper. And it has pockets. Isn't this perfect? Like, seriously, like, it's comfortable, and no matter, like, I tried to give myself a camel toe and make it look stupid, but it still looks cute. I think. I mean, then it just kind of looks like, hey, you've got a camel toe. I'm probably, I mean, I would hope somebody would tell me that if I had that on accident. That's a hard question. When I didn't used to, and I don't go out much now, but actually, I rake in those shoes. I mean, I don't do it often, but when I'm trying to like fuck with my neighbor who's like weird, or if I try to get my boyfriend to pay attention to me when he's texting another girl, that was a very one specific instance. I was outside raking, but actually no, I've raked outside in them a couple times, and I paint in high heels because then I don't have to get the ladder. Makes me tall enough and I can hit the top. I would have to get the ladder if I did the ceiling. But yeah, I've been wearing high heels lately. That's not something I ever did before. My sister was a supermodel. And she always wore them, and I was like, they're so uncomfortable. But when you get stripper heels, they're like really comfortable. No, I don't have my belly button pierced. I never wanted to do. Actually, I have no tattoos. I was just trying to put my tragus earring back in. Last time I was in jail, they made me take it out, which is stupid. I haven't had to take it out in 20 years. It had literally been in, well, not 20. Almost like 17 years. It was in for 17 years. Did y'all hear that? Anyway, I just walked in on my boyfriend with another girl. I don't know what they were doing. All I know is I left the note and then I walked away calmly. I didn't say anything. And his friend was there. And his friend was like, oh shit, Robin's here. And I was like, I just kept walking and someone goes, it was hit. No, actually, I don't know which one of them it was. I heard, hey. And I just kept walking. I was like, I'm not turning around. No. No. I now I have to explain it. He lives in a tent in a little camp site. I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I'm just like, because it's not like it was in a house. So like as I'm walking up, like I could hear the music and I was like, oh my God, why do I feel like there's a girl in there with him in his tent with him? And this is the first tent. And I was like, I'm gonna see something I don't want to see. And the first thing I saw was his friend like coming to knock on the tent basically. And I was like, oh, if he's knocking on the tent, then either they're just finished or like they haven't started yet or whatever. I was like, so I don't have to like see the stuff. But I heard her obnoxious voice, rah, 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 rah. And then I heard her, oh my God, is it her? And then I was like, she fucking knew about me. And she's fucking around with him. Does this happen everywhere, by the way? I will check the comments on this one. Like, is this something that girls do on a regular basis? Like, because this is the second time now where I've been in a relationship with somebody that's serious, and they've been fucking around on me with a girl who knew that there were, I guess there is, because my favorite movie, well, one of them, When Harry Met Sally, she knew that the dude was married and that he wasn't going to leave his wife. And she was still fucking around with him. Don't do that, guys. Have some self-respect and respect for the woman, and go tell the woman, be like, if you find out after the fact, be like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't sleep with him or anything, but like I had a more than friendly encounter with a man, and the next day, my best friend, this was when I was like 18 or 19, she was like acting pissy with me, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, well, he's married. And I was like, he told me he was separated. She's like, yeah, go ask him how long. And because like we had slept in the same house, but not like, anyway, it was like a confusing situation. But I ended up like knocking on the door and asking him, and he's like this weekend. I was like, you jackass. Anyway, can you flash for 5 seconds? I thought that was like code for something. No. You don't need to see these. Because first of all, they're saggy and they look like a pair of deflated whoopee cushions. And I can laugh about it because they literally do. And it was funny because in jail, I was getting in the shower. I had said it. And this one chick was like, oh, don't be so mean on yourself. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not being mean. I'm being literal. And it doesn't bother me. It's funny to me. Because I had a double D's, like I had a real nice rack. And then, like, even when I wasn't breastfeeding, because my husband took care of, doing all the stuff he was supposed to do. And then when we broke up, they were still fine. And then I got a boyfriend, and they went, and I was like, dude, you're not, like, doing what you're supposed to do. And I remember one of his friends was like, actually, she's right. Like, I've noticed that about my wife. And I said, no, I'm a lactation consultant. He goes, oh, then you know. I was like, yeah. And if you rub her butt, and he goes, that's what I'm saying. He's like, I've noticed it. Like, when we're not intimate, it's like stuff starts like, sure. And I was like, thank you for, you can. Oh, Kiki, do you love me? What is that from, by the way? I don't even know what that's from. You beg. No. But if you come and meet me, I'll let you look at them for 5 seconds. You have to bring me like milk and cheese and stuff and take me to the store and probably to the doctor's office. Oh, and you got to like let me know when you're coming because I'm going to need to like make a whole list of things that we're going to have to do. Because I don't have a car. And it's like 2 miles just to get to the store and to walk back with all this stuff. It's really hard to do. I've done it a couple times. I'm at the mercy of a guy in a creepy rape van who paid me $20 so that he could park it here whenever he wants, which is really random. But that's literally how I get food. Sometimes my dad brings me food. Anyway, I totally got off the point of all this, and I'm doing this live, and now I feel really fucking awkward because like none of this was really, and I started getting emotional at the beginning. So now I'm just gonna say, Amanda, if you did watch this whole thing, then you're stupid. And then also, please come over here. And I'm sorry I called you the C word, but you called me the C word too, and it was unprovoked. And one day you said Dakota 6 times in a text message. Okay, so I thought you were obsessed with Dakota and that you were trying to tell me. Now, after I've dealt with all my, bullshit, I think he probably called you from jail and talked about me the entire time. And you were so angry about it that you felt the need to text me. And then you just ended up like telling on yourself. But I took it the other way because I didn't know that he called you 12 times a day. Chad told me that. I was like, damn. He took Robin's spot. It's expensive. It's really expensive when you've got a Dakota in jail. He calls all the time. I said, like, Like that's what I did during summers, like in high school. Like I would just like call all my friends and like, hey, what are you doing? I'm bored. Nice shirt, thank you. It's a romper. It's a whole one piece. It's amazing. That means every time I gotta pee, all coming off. That would be really awkward if like, you know, like guys at urinal, like I guess guys just could never wear rompers. Anyway, but Kiki, do you love me? Can I just say this? You did make me feel better because at least even if you know, my boyfriend who lives in my backyard is out there fucking another woman in my backyard. And by the way, we never did that in my backyard. At least somebody wants to see my saggy pair of tits. Is that chapstick? Yes, it is. It's chapstick. It is that brand, even. It's the green tea mint. This is also Amanda's. Sorry, Amanda. But this is their best one. Maybe they'll give me like a... No, they were not going to do that. But this is their best one, the green tea one. It's like got a little tiny bit on. Because I'm not wearing lipstick and you can't really see. But that's the thing, is that in person, yeah, it makes them all glossy and it puckers them. And it's really... That's what it is. It's green... Duh, sorry. Earlier today, I felt like my spirit guide or whatever was telling me to grab the green tea because I ran out of coffee to make my, I make like an under eye cream for oil, and it works amazing. By the way, like I had wrinkles. I don't have any wrinkles anymore because of the stuff that I make. I need to start selling it. It's actually, it was, the brand name was Hunter and Dakota, because it was, for badass chicks and guys. So it was like everything smelled kind of like dude smells, but it was like skincare and like, since guys don't, well, it was funny. The first time I was hanging out with Dakota and, oh, I didn't bring my makeup and like I had horrible bags under my eyes from crying. Cause right at the beginning of our relationship, I was going through a divorce or a separation. And I was like, I don't even have any concealer. And he goes, oh, I have some. And he handed it to me. And I looked at him and I was like, why do you have concealer? And he's like, because it's skin colored and nobody knows I wear concealer. So don't tell anybody. And I was like, that's actually really smart. And so then I thought about it and I was like, guys, you know, probably want to not look like death sometimes too. So I mean, I don't always need concealer. Like right now, I'm glossy as anything. Well, I'm all oily because I put my oil on my face. I keep like wiping it off and being like, what is that? And then I'm like, oh. You take me to Walmart so I can get some. You need to, how am I going to take you to Walmart? I just told you I don't have a car. How old are you, Kiki? Do you love me? I can drive. There's a train station here. There's an airport here. If you can get a car, or Uber or whatever and get over here, if you got money, we can go. I'll take you to Walmart and we'll get some. Yes, I can do 20 push-ups. I can. And you know what's funny is that I actually thought earlier tonight, this is really weird. I did not say it out loud either, so I'm not like being paranoid, like thinking you're like in my brain or whatever. But like I literally thought, Uber's not dangerous, is it? Oh, I know the Uber guy around here. Mm-mm. I mean, but yeah, you're right. I saw a bone collector. That was like, and that was a taxi driver. That was scary. I don't think he was actually a taxi driver though. But like when he had, I don't know if you ever saw that movie. Like the girl was trying to get out of the back of the car. Yeah, I can say this because it's a movie. Anyway, I was like, am I giving someone ideas? She tried to get out and like where you like unlock the door, it was like a knife he had put in there. So like when you try to unlock it, like you slice your fucking hand open. And she was like, why are you doing this to me? And he just never said a fucking word. And then he murdered her. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get a taxi around here though. Get an Uber. In this town, like don't get a taxi. Cause I've actually heard like girlfriends like coming back to the dorm when I was in college, like they were like, oh my God, if we hadn't been together, oh my God. And like, we were all like, what? and like the dude like wouldn't take them home. Like he turned off the meter. Ugh. I mean, we reported him and stuff. Can I marry you? How old are you? You never answered that question. You can't marry me actually right now because I'm technically engaged to 2 people in London. I'm married still, and I got spiritually married to my ex Dakota, but he's getting married to somebody else like legally, so we gotta like undo that. So I got a lot of divorces I gotta go through. You're 20. Why am I popular with the 20-year-olds? I'm like, I look way older in person, I promise. No, I'm not really in a I'm not in a long distance relationship. I was in a backyard relationship like up until about, 2 hours ago when I caught the dude with another chick. God damn. My life. He stole a bunch of my stuff. And so I went over there to retrieve some of it the other day too. And I didn't steal anything. And he like flipped shit that I took my own belongings. And his best friend is a douchebag who like uses him as like, he's like a dope whore. Like his best friend is a dope whore, but he's a boy. It's like he uses him for like food and like money, and I don't know. And like he talks shit about me, like he's jealous of me, and it's so weird. I've never encountered a man whose like friends like hate on me just for me being his girlfriend. Like, because I don't take up dude's time or money or energy. Like, I'm probably one of the best girlfriends. Explain to me why somebody keeps driving down my street and like turning their car so that they can see in my windows. He's driving off now. This is not the first time that's happened. I went and talked to the dude one day, and it wasn't the same car. As I walked up, I realized it, and it was a dude who pulled over to text, and I was like, oh. No, I'm not going to do the 20 push-ups because you just want me to do that because you think I'm not going to notice that my shirt's going to fall open. Do I play hard to get? No, I don't play games. I'm too easy. Like, and that's what's funny. I was like, I'm not easy like an easy girl. I'm like, you ask me out on a date, and I'm like, sure, let's go. But I'm not your girlfriend automatically. And then I make all that very clear. And I'm myself. And I'm as comfortable with the guy in the room as I am right this fucking second. And I was in a marriage that was incredible. And then when it wasn't incredible anymore, I didn't want to be in it anymore. And, we both took for granted what we had. So I know now, like I was in the right kind of marriage. Like I know how to do it. Both of us do. We just weren't in love with each other anymore. And it's really sad. And I've always, when I've heard people say that, I'm like, how can that even be? And now I'm like, it sucks. And I think both of us hate ourselves and each other for it, but it's nobody's fault. It just happened. So, do you go to the clubs? No, I have not been to a club since I was 20. I worked in a nightclub when I was 20. I lived in England for a while. Sometimes when I tell things about my life, I'm like, I've lived so much. And I was ready to be a grandma. Now, oh yeah, my boyfriend was becoming a grandfather like any day now. And so I was like all excited about being a grandmother. And then I messaged him something about like how I was sad that because we were breaking up, like we've been breaking up. So the fact that he's with somebody right now isn't like, it's not like he cheated. So I'm not like throwing things or crying or whatever. I'm just like, it just hurt, you know? It doesn't matter how old you get. It hurts when, you know, you really care about somebody and you're there for them when they're in not good shape and when they are mean and when they punch you in the fucking jaw. But then you cry and it does something to him and he has to go. So do you want to have 6 kids and be like the Brady Bunch? Now, sure. Yeah. Kind of. Yes and no. Look, you're asking me all the questions that like, this is on like a dating. See, like all I need to do is be like, hey, watch like the end part of this video and then you can have all the questions answered. Yeah, I definitely want more kids. Lots more. That was all I ever wanted. And now I don't get to see mine at all. Because my ex is an asshole. Because that's the thing, is that neither one of us were into the marriage anymore, but he won't let me see my kids. I'm sorry, I have a cut inside my nose and it keeps bothering me. It's like right here in the corner. Do you ever get like a zit? Oh my God, when you get a zit like right there, oh, it hurts so bad and you just keep like pushing on it. Am I the only one that does that? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm tired now. And this is for my best friend, and I was being passive aggressive, and I was hoping that she'd watch it if she was awake, but she obviously isn't. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of traffic right now, and it's like 3 a.m., isn't it? 2 a.m. Well, Kiki, do you love me, Gavinson? If you want to come meet me, I don't care. Come on. Oh, but the reason I say it like that, I got kicked out of Facebook because I don't want to say his name because he asked me to stop saying his name on my channel, which means that he watches it, which I'm like, that's weird. But anyway, he asked me to stop saying his name. So my ex-boy, whatever you want to call it. I don't like saying boyfriend because oh, hey, there he is. Dave Doran. You seem like a terrible person. I love it. Oh, hey, Dave. Kiki, do you love me? Meet Dave. He says I seem like a terrible person. I don't know why I seem like a terrible person right now. I hope he read the note that I left him. Anyway, Kiki, do you love me? Yes, I do. I smell very, very bad. I smell really, really bad, mostly because I don't shower when jackasses who punch me in the face keep coming around, calling me a whore, telling people I steal from him. By the way, I think that if you're missing belongings, it's probably the girl who was in your tent just now, because I already have a cuff like this. So I did not steal your cuff or your ring. And I love that you wear them when you come over here because you're passive aggressively trying to say that you still care about me. But that's the thing, is that like, you don't passive aggressive love somebody. You either love them or you don't. And I can genuinely say, I love you and you're a jackass. And even though you're a jackass who says mean things, I'm not being a bigger person. I just am. So, I mean, I'm not bigger, like you're way bigger, but you know. You're one of those like, Kiki, do you love me? What are they called? Trolls. You're a troll. You gotta pay the troll toll. That's perfect because I got the Nightman and I got the troll. Oh, I love it. Oh, All right, Kiki. I would do the push-ups right now just so you could see my tits, but fuck face is on, so I don't want him to be able to see them again. 744 Elon Road, Madison Heights, Virginia. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't know why you're being so mean right now, Dave. I've not been talking shit about you. I've been saying incredibly nice things about you. Just that you hurt me. No, I'm not going to show him my tits. Also, what the hell is wrong with you? You are bizarre. Also, like, get help. Like, please. And leave me alone. Like, I think I've made that very clear. Please leave me alone. Because you literally, like, hurt me in every way that you could. And, like, I'm done with you. I told you can keep the money from mowing the lawn because I'm going to mow the lawn tomorrow morning, even though you didn't, and let my dad pay you for mowing the lawn to get you to stay away from me. Yeah, Kiki, do you love me? I love you, Kiki. Do you love me? Okay, all right, I'm going to do the push-ups. All right, hold on. I'm going to face this way. I almost did it the wrong way. All right. Oh, I haven't done these in a long time. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't do 20. I could do them woman's style, but I remember there was this dude named Jim. He was my boss at J. Crew before I became a boss. And I remember one night he was like, "You don't do P90X." And I was like, "Yes, I do." And he was like, "Get down and do 20 push-ups right now." And I said, "Oh." And I started doing them, and I was like, "Thank you for calling J. Crew. This is Robin." And I didn't even like pant or anything. And I sat there smiling at him the whole time. And then I got up and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be happy to place that order for you." I placed the order. Everybody was like, "Damn, she did it." And then Jim was like, "I'm going to do 20 push-ups." And he almost had a heart attack. Poor you. Oh, Jim, where are you? I love you. I know I only did 2. All right, by the time you get here, Kiki, I will be able to do 20. Absolutely. When are you coming? You have to let me know because we're selling the house, apparently. My whole life has just gotten so incredible. 8 more? Okay, can I do a woman style? I'm going to do the chick style. Okay. Why do you want to see me do push-ups? This is weird. You can't see me. No, you can't. Oh, wait, I'm still doing woman style. Okay. There. I don't know how I knew you were going to ask me to do that. That's incredible. Earlier, I mean, all night I've been like, I gotta go like practice doing push-ups. I was like, no, because if I do them, then I'm not gonna be able to do them. By the way, hold on. How do you do them? Hold on, I gotta do it. Oh yeah. Oh, could you see it? I remember I dated a Navy SEAL, and I remember we both would be like, ugh, and I never had arm muscles, and he was always like, how do you not have arm muscles? You hold your arm like this for like 8 hours a day. And I'm like, I know, I don't understand it. And I had huge thighs. Like my thighs were like double the size of what they are now. And I had a huge butt. And he was like, you're just like this perfect little curvy thing, but you're soft, but you should be hard. And I remember I was like, why are you complaining about this? But now I'm hard. Oh, Houston, I need to talk to you. All right, Kiki, I'm going to bed. I have not had drugs to stay awake, and I am going to bed. Bye, Dave. I hope the little chickie wasn't too upset that I walked down there. I'm sorry. All I did was leave a note and leave. I had it written out. So, Kiki, do you love me? Remember, oh, you can message me on Facebook even though I'm kicked off, and I'll get it. Are you one of my friends? I forget. I think you. Are we friends on Facebook? Yeah. Yeah, the one who's being mean. Yeah. That's the guy who lives in my backyard. So he's back there right now watching this. Instead of coming up here and talking to me, because he's older, but he's very childish. So I'm gonna go. Let's be praying he doesn't come up here and shoot me in the middle of the night, because he was out there shooting a gun yesterday for some reason. And I didn't mean to say that part. The truth hurts. I already said I had a pair of saggy tits. I already told him when he asked me if he could see them earlier in the video, because you weren't watching back then. I said they look like deflated whoopee cushions. You don't want to see them. Oh, and I said, Kiki. Thank you, Dave. I did say that there was a second reason. The second reason is that I don't want women who breastfeed to think that that's what the reason was. But I already explained that, Dave, earlier. It's because my ex-husband was very attentive to my tatas and my butt and my feeding needs. And Dakota was not. He was attentive to somebody else's, just like you. So, see, if you had been playing with them. But Kiki, I mean, he seems to really want, I mean, he wants 6 kids, so. Let's go back to double D's. Truth hurts. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Demi, because fuck you, but she's still a person. So regardless of me and you being together, she's still a person, and I'm not going to hurt her just because you hurt me. And steal from me. And harass me. And I still loved you regardless. Why don't you go back and watch this from the beginning, Dave? Because I said a couple things about you that I think you probably need to hear, so that next time you decide to be a jackass, you can suck your own dick. Oh, but you probably can't reach it because your belly's too big.